Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's daily question on LeetCode. Today, we're going to be solving question number 1323, maximum 69 number. Okay, so let's get started. Uh, so, this is an easy question, and we'll just see how we can first understand this, and then we'll see how we can solve this. All right. So the first thing we have to notice is the question. So they've mentioned that we are given a positive integer num. Okay, so they've mentioned it's an integer and it has only digits 6 and 9. Okay, only so two digits are going to be there in the entire number. Now, what they're asking is that they want us to return the maximum number. So this is the important point here. So asking us to return the maximum number we can get by changing. So this is another important keyword to look out for, changing at most one digit. So what this means is that we can only change one digit. So if we change 6, it can become a 9, and a 9 can become a 6. And so, for example, let's just look at the example that they've given. So here they've given 9669. So since they want us to return the maximum number that we can get, right, by changing the values. So the maximum digit can be obtained by changing this 6 into a 9. So this value will become, by changing this 6 into a 9, right? This will become 9969. So that is the output that they've explained here. Similarly for the other ones as well. So we have 9996. The maximum number we get is by changing the last 6 into a 9. So it becomes all four nines. Now the algorithm for this is going to be like pretty simple, right? So if since they've asked for the maximum number, we will always change a 6 into a 9, but we will not be changing a 9 into a 6, right? Changing a 9 into a 6 will not be done because that will not give us the maximum number. And since we can only make at most one change, so we have to go from left to right. So this the second thing is parse from left, left to right. And whenever we see the first instance of 6, we will be updating it to 9. So for example, in our scenario here, 9669, we just go from left to right. Okay, so we check the first 9. So since it's not a 6, we don't do any changes. Next we check this 6. Since we get a 6 here, we make the change to a 9. So this 6 will become a 9, and then we just return the number as it is. So the number will be 9969. All right, so this is going to be our algorithm. It's going to be pretty simple. We're going to parse from the left to right, get the first instance of a 6, change that to a 9, and return that as the answer. So let's look at how we are implementing it in the code. Okay, on the right side we have the code. So here I have already completed this solution, so we'll see how I've solved it. Now the first thing I'm doing is I'm just taking a string version of the number. So the number that they have given, if you see here, it is an integer type, and we're expected to return an integer as well. Okay, so, and for example, in this s variable, I'm going to store the string version of this number. I'm going to initialize an index with the value of -1. Okay, this index will keep track of where our first 6 is. Okay, so we'll see like where the first instance of 6 is. That's where this index value will come into picture. And so I'm just initializing I is equal to 0. I'm going to loop through each character in s. Okay, and inside this I'm adding a condition if the character is 6. So if we get a 6 here, then I'm going to keep track of where that index is in this variable. So index is equal to I, and I'm going to exit the loop. I'm going to break out of this loop. Else I will just keep continuing incrementing the value of I. Okay, it's a pretty simple algorithm. By the end of this code, once this code is completed, the value of index will be the position of 6. So wherever 6 is there, the index variable will be having it. So the first condition I'm adding here is to check if index is equal to -1, then there were no 6 at all. So at this point we can directly return the value of num, because we don't need to update, make any other changes here. It's going to be the most maximum number we can already get. Okay, so for example, if we have a number like 9999, then in this case we won't be identifying a 6 here. So here the index will be -1, and so we don't need to make any updates here. We can return this number as it is. So this will be the answer, and that's what we're doing here. Else, so if this if we have identified an index, so there is a 6 there, what I'm doing is, so we'll just look at the inner part here first. Okay, so I'm taking the string, so I'm getting the string from s from the beginning till I. So what this means, if you must be aware of string splicing. This means that I will get the entire string from the beginning till I. So I won't be including I, so till I. So for example, in this case 9669, if this is a string, and here our index will be 1. Okay, index will be 1, because it's a 0 index, right? So our index will be 1 here. So from s, from the beginning till I, would return us this value, so it'll be 9. Okay, 9 plus, I'm going to append the value 9 here. Okay, this is the value that we're appending, plus from I. So now from beginning of I plus 1. Okay, I'm going to ignore the value at I, get from the I plus 1th value. So I, instead of this value, this we're ignoring, I'll just get from the I plus 1 till the end. All right, so this will return us 6 and 9. So this will return us our correct answer. And you can also like submit this as well, and you'll see that this will be the correct answer. Okay, this will have accepted all of our test cases. Let me just execute this. I'll hit on submit. And yeah, so you can see that it beats 100% of the submissions in terms of the runtime. So this is a pretty good approach. Obviously there will be a lot more different approaches you can do as well, but in terms of Python, I felt like this is a very straightforward way to approach this problem. And in a lot of cases, it's good to have a straightforward way to think about some kind of these type of easy questions as well. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you again tomorrow for tomorrow's daily question. Thank you. Bye bye.